Hi guys, welcome to another Inkscape video tutorial in which we are gonna learn how we can use grids. So the grid lines are really helpful for creating certain kind of images including technical drawing and 3D artwork. Inkscape let you create and customize multiple grids in one document. So let's check them out. So in a previous video, we already have looked Inkscape's guides, and grids are just a repeated pattern of guides over the whole canvas. There are two kinds of grids you can create in Inkscape. The first one is rectangular grids, which can help to draw into two-dimensional art, and axonometric grids, which can help you draw 3D art along three axes. So what I can do is I can go into the files, document properties, and then I can go into the grids. So we can create two kinds. The first one is rectangular grid and then axonometric grid. So let's create rectangular grid first, and then I'm gonna click new. Okay, so look at that, my grid is already created here, and then you can see like I can enable or I can disable the grid from here. And while the grid is enabled, I can change the visibility, I can hide them or I can make it visible. And then I can snap to visible grid lines only. So it means like when you have two grid lines, and then if you want to snap, you can just snap only to those grid lines which are visible. Like for example, if you have two different grid lines, the minor grid line and major grid lines, and when you are zoom out, then you would have only major grid lines, you would not have access to minor grid lines. So in that way you can only snap the major grid lines. And then what you can do is you can just show dots instead of lines, as you can see. And then here on the right side, you can choose the grid units, pixel, millimeter, PC, PT, inch, centimeter, whatever, different kind of grids, different kind of units. You can create origin. So right now, as you can see here, my canvas started from 0, 0 because origin X and Y is at 0, 0. And then you can change the spacing according to the unit, whatever the unit you have choose. Right now it's pixels. Then you can create spaces X, Y, different spaces. Then there is a major grid and there is a minor grid. You can choose the color for that. So right now for the both color is blue. So let's say I want to create a magenta color for major grids. So right now you cannot see like the minor grids, but if I would go into zoom, I would press Z on my keyboard, and then if I would zoom it, then you would see, look at that, then you would see the minor grids are inside of the major grids. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video where you would find my course link where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video, I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email, which is also given into the description. Thank you. Okay, and then the another thing is like the major grid line is after every 5 pixels. So you can choose the number of pixels, whatever you want. Okay, or the another thing is you can just remove the grid. If you don't want, you can just remove the grid. Or another thing is you can have two grids at a time. So the second grid I want to have axonometric grid and then create a new. So in this way, as you can see, I'm gonna hold the shift key, and because right now I am into the zoom, so you can see I can just zoom in or I can zoom out. Okay, so in this way I can have another grid as well, and I can switch between the grids from here. So this axonometric grid has almost similar options, but there is one more option which is angle X and angle Z. So you can change. Let me zoom first. Let's say, okay, I am zoomed, and what you can do is you can change the spaces and then you can change the angle. Let's say for the X, I want to have angle of, let's say, 15 degree. And for the Z, I want to have 45 degree. So look at that, the angles is changed accordingly. I can remove the grids, whatever the grid I want. I can create multiple grids. I can play with these options. So in this way, what we can do is we can create multiple grids. We can delete the grids. We can make them visible. We can make them hide. So overall, what we did is we here take a look at the Inkscape grids feature, which let you create set of customized lines that can be view and snap objects for the both 2D and 3D drawing. So it's gonna help you a lot. And in next videos, yes, we are gonna use them, and I would show you how we can create different artwork and how they are useful for us. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, where you are gonna find a lot of videos and tutorials. And if you are a serious learner, I am gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video and you can find my course link, where I have over 5 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every tool in a very detailed video with an example as well. And if you have some projects or assignments or tasks, feel free to write me on my email, which is also given in the description.